What's up, everybody? Well, today I'm going to be battling out all 4 of my Hoover Bagless twin chamber uprights. Starting from right to left, we have my Elite style Bagless twin chamber. We have my Wind Tunnel Bagless twin chamber. We have the Wind Tunnel Anniversary Edition Bagless twin chamber. And then we got my Wind Tunnel self-propelled with the Bagless twin chamber system. Basically, these are all 4 vacuums that you would have bought that came with the twin chamber. Yeah, there was also the Hoover M-Power, but I do not have that in my collection. Some people make that out to be a pretty crappy vacuum, and I honestly wish I had an M-Power just to see what it's really like. But these 4 are where it's at to me. And before I got the contest all set up, I made sure all the dirt bins inside them are cleaned out so that they'll be performing their best for the contest. And actually, before I start the contest, let's give a walkthrough of all of them just to compare them. Like, the one big thing these things have in common, they're both have Bagless twin chamber systems. But the Elite style is a little bit different, because this one still uses the traditional direct air based vacuum where all the suction goes through a fan and then blows into the dirt bin, whereas the wind tunnels over there use bypass motors. Let me go ahead and show you the twin chamber bin on the Elite. See, there's your basic setup. Filter on the right, and the big dirt bin on the left. And then you do have your post filter, which I probably need to get a replacement for. And right over here is the wind tunnel, at least the non-anniversary. There's its setup. It's got a generic replacement filter. This definitely doesn't look original. Oops. Let's put that lid back on. Your post filter. And then right here is your wind tunnel, the anniversary, which has a much different design dirt bin. One thing I do like about this over the original wind tunnel, let me go ahead and pull this apart. They may look the same in design, but the cool part is this bin was literally a drop-in replacement on the original. So now you have modern features on this, like the built-in filter crank, which comes on these, which allows you to pick at the filter to clean off any fine dust that may have built up on it. And you also do have a trap door that opens up to empty out dirt much better than what you would originally do with the old style, which is take off the top, make sure and hold the filter port so it doesn't slide out, and dump it forward, and well, it looks like the dirt bin wasn't entirely cleaned out like it is now, but that'll be gone when eventually once I get the contest rolling. But one thing that really gets me about the self-propelled Bagless is if you look at it alongside the non-self-propelled version, as you can see, the filter is in 2 different locations. But however, the Bagless, but they do take the same filter. That's the good thing about it. And this is yet another generic replacement, and which, by the way, the replacement in the anniversary is also generic. And unfortunately, on this self-propelled Bagless, you do have to flip the lid open. On this one, it's on a hinge where you can't just pull it straight off like on the non-self-propelleds. and then you have to tip it forward this way. Which this one does have a little filter cleaning knob, like the filter crank on the Anniversary, and which I believe there was an Anniversary version of the self-propelled Bagless, and that one probably came with the lower trapdoor, or not, but I'm not too familiar. Sometimes that locking mechanism likes to get jammed. But I will tell you, one nice thing that all the wind tunnels have over the Elite is those pet hair turbo brushes, which would make sense because these have much better tool suction than that Elite does. Because that has a direct air-based motor, it doesn't produce the best suction, but airflow, it really helps out. And which these wind tunnel Baglesses do make half-decent airflow, but they don't really produce as much airflow as the Elite style Bagless twin chamber. And also you will notice on the Elite, it has a different power switch placement on the back instead of just on the handle like any traditional Hoover. Well, I'm not too sure what else there is to say about these, so let's get this contest underway. And I've got the battlefield all set up. We'll go ahead and get started with the Elite. And we'll show you the end results in the end. Did leave some behind. You see some just spin around in the dust cup. And I think this was before the cyclonic action was developed. One thing I would like to point out, because this is a direct air vacuum, most of the dirt you pick up, like the heavier particles, will get shredded to pieces because they go through that fan. So I do see an upside to that because it makes more room in the dustbin. But anyway, now let's go ahead and do the wind tunnel. At least the non-self-propelled version, I should say. Let some. Okay, now we'll go ahead and do the Anniversary. Did leave some. See, that one does have a different sounding motor compared to the normal wind tunnel. This one does seem a lot louder, but it's not as loud as the Elite style. And finally, I will go ahead and show you the self-propelled Bagless. All right, the self-propelled is on. Wow, left almost nothing behind. Alright. Now, I believe they all did pretty good, but I will let you, the viewers, be the judge of which one won this contest. And one thing I did forget to mention about these are their brush rolls. Just gonna see it. Gonna flip all of them down on their backs to show you the difference in their brush rolls. As you can see, okay, how did that get there? Okay, now that that's out, you will notice the Elite twin chamber and the wind tunnel Bagless twin chamber share the same style brush rolls. And it can also be said for the wind tunnel Anniversary. Although they're both drop-in replacements, and not too many know, but the wind tunnel Anniversary was actually made by TTI. The original wind tunnel Bagless was actually a Maytag, just like the Elite Bagless. And this does have its factory Cleveland Wood Products brush roll. Well, then again, I'm not too sure whether this is a replacement or not. But they are both drop-ins for both vacuums. And as you can see, the self-propelled wind tunnel has its own unique specific brush roll with those nice neon green bristles. I'm probably going to have to get a replacement for this one of these days. But it does seem to get the job done. Okay. So, as always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. comment on which vacuum won this contest, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.